Hello, welcome back again. Today we've got more 3DSs. We've got one here that bits are falling off, and quite frankly is knackered. But hopefully the bottom screen and the motherboard are okay. We'll dredge up the charging cable and no, oh yeah, the charging port is wonky, but it does charge, so that's good. And then the blue one, I mean, this lid can just go straight in the bin. The blue one, missing the analog stick. It's got screen, has it got a screen protector on it? If it hasn't, that is pretty battered up. Bottom one looks like it's got a screen protector on it. Yeah, it has, but I'll get that off later. And I'll try that one in a bit. But let's plug that in. We're not going to plug it in because it's missing the entire charging port. Let's get the back off. These were a grand total of £35, 24 this 3DS and 15 for the pink one. I've got a feeling this is going to be quite water damaged. Well, the hinge has gone as well, so it needs a mid frame, it needs a charging port, and it's probably completely knackered. But we'll see. Oh, no, maybe not, but right, the battery can come out. I'm just going to grab the Animal Crossing one from last week and pop the back off and pinch the battery from this for a moment. And I'll take this battery, put it in there and see if that charges. Hopefully we've at least got a no, that battery is done for. Oh no, this cable's not very good, but yeah, that's charging, so I'm going to put that to one side and let it charge up. Just down there out the way. Excellent, so this one's charged. Let's see if there's any life in it. Right, it powers up. That light comes on, which is important. Huh. So this is Japanese then, is it? Yes, yes it is, because the back's all in Japanese. So it's a Japanese unit. We've got some kind of a gambling fruit machine game, racing game. So there's some interesting things on here, but well, it needs some work because obviously it's not got a charging port, and I wonder if I can change parental controls. I forgot I forgot. Salt. Let's get the date. The date is the 1st of January on the console. And the inquiry number is 92945, 92945, 34241, 34241, 56068. 56068. Okay, okay. This is where I'm going to have trouble. Where were you born? I can't read this, by the way. It's just they're all in the same place as usual. Clear settings, yes. There we go. Internet settings. Not sure if I can change the language on this to English. Not sure I can. That's troublesome. Right. Oh well. 1 second. Right. Tap 4. I think this is just to update. Yeah. That's a camera calibration. I don't know what that is. Oh, that's transfer. That's system transfer. Don't want that. Oh. Yeah. Well, I don't think there's a language option to change that into English. So... unfortunately, that's not happening. So, let's just take it apart and fix it, shall we? If we can get in there. Oh, I know what I'll do before I do anything. I'll check the camera. Yeah, I know, there's no SD card in it. Try that again, shall we? So that's my ugly mug, and for some reason the old external cameras not showing up. Well, we'll have to have a look into that as well. So first things first, we'll have this back off, and yeah, it does look a bit grubby in here, but not terrible. I've seen a lot worse. A lot worse. But first things first, get the soldering iron on and we will get this removed. And over here, I do have a circuit board, and I don't know what this is for, so I might just plug this in. In fact, yeah, let's plug that in and see what happens. I can't imagine it being a good one, I really can't, but might as well have a go and see what it does, because it's been sat on the desk as long as I can think. I mean, it's obviously been sat there for a reason. I can't imagine the reason is that it works. Of course, we have to lift up that because this is underneath it. So, yep, that'll come out. Disconnect you. Put this one to one side. And let's see what's up with this. Why is this sat on my desk? There's no sticker on it to say what's wrong with it, so I am intrigued. battery. There it is. Right. Well, it just doesn't turn on. That might be the reason it's just sat there. Yep, the button presses. That's not on properly though, so let's try that again. Maybe put a single screw in to hold it in place. Yeah, no power at all. Oh, but the light comes on when you plug it in. But that top screw. Yeah, that's proper had it. Because we know that top screen works fine. But not so sure about the bottom screen. But yeah, there's something wrong with that, and I'm in the market for something that doesn't do that. So off with that, cable back in to carry on charging that other battery. And this is going to lose its power connector immediately, so that I don't try and use it again another day. We know it's knackered. Now we'll definitely know it's knackered. Let's get a bit of decent solder on there. And then try to take it all off. There's probably got to be a better way to take this off. Like heating it from underneath with the heat gun once I've taken the screen off. Go. That was easy enough, wasn't it? Put that to one side. Let's get this one back now. And yeah, need to do the same on here. Go. That knackered old thing can go straight in the bin. See, I probably should have put some fresh solder on that one first, but it's a bit late, we've done it now. Let's get this new charging port on. I don't remember those having any on, so they're not going to have any on now. that should now, if we plug it in, peel this crap off. Ugh, I wish I'd have seen this as a Japanese console. I may have not bought it, but never mind. Right, should get an orange light down the bottom here. Yeah, excellent. So that's one good thing. That is how it should be. So that's good. Now, obviously, I've not tried a cartridge in it because I don't have one of them. Not a Japanese game anyway. But I need to go and find a mid-frame, and I need to see if what's going on with this camera. So let's put it back together. It's a bit grubby. Same with the LCD one. Just give them a little wire brush over. LCD in. Give that a little squirt of IPA. Screen back in, everything in basically. Screw to hold some parts in. Still works. I want to check that camera. Oh yeah, that's not going to work, is it? Because I've not plugged it in. Right, touchscreen's not working because I haven't plugged the touchscreen in. But yeah, for some reason, the camera isn't working, like the external camera. It's just giving a black image. If I am to go and get another camera cable. Here we go. Let's plug the touchscreen in so I can actually do stuff. Backlight volume, camera. fresh camera cable. Obviously it's going to, if it does work, give us a very wobbly picture, but hopefully it'll give us some kind of picture. Put that over here for a minute. Yep, see, we've got a picture there now. Woo. Yep, you can see the office and all the crap playing about in here. But there we go. The camera works. But if we turn it back off, take that one out, put the other one back in, it's not going to work, is it? Because something is wrong. Could be that ribbon cable, could be anything. I'm going to give it a good clean down. Give it one more try, but otherwise we're going to have to strip the whole thing apart to get to the top and replace the camera as well, which will just be an annoyance. No, that camera is knackered. The actual camera module is done for because it works on the internal camera but not on the external. So yeah, it's all got to come apart. Boo. Hang on a minute. Let's see if it reads a cartridge before we get any further. I've got a DS game laying about. Turn it on. Oh great, it doesn't look like it recognises DS games either. Got here more brain training. Right, that's not even registering a cartridge. So we've got a 3DS that has a knackered camera, doesn't read cartridges, needed a new charging port, and is Japanese. Is there anything else that could possibly be wrong with this? I mean, it doesn't even spin when you put a cartridge in, which they normally do. But it looks okay down there. I'm just going to touch up all the connections. If that doesn't work, then it's going to get a new cart slot on it as well. Right. Try that again, because even though it's Japanese, it should play normal DS games. It's only region locked. Yeah. There we go. Brain training. So yeah, that needed a little bit of a nudge, shall we say. Does Pokemon come up? So the cart port needed a little bit of a clean and a nudge, and yep, excellent, that's good. So let's get it stripped down and into pieces. Get that screw out. Right. Just need to clean the flux off of there. And then while I'm at it, I'll give the screen a bit of a clean. Just wiping away the grub that's on there. I'll get a proper clean up once it's ready to go, but for time being, that's going on the desk out of the way. And I am off to find some spare parts. We'll try this one first. Let's see if the top screen and the camera are good on this. If they are, it goes in a silver shell. Where's the board? This is mostly trial and error, because I could strip the whole thing down and use new parts, or I can see if I've got one that's just waiting for a PCB. Battery. Okay, that's a bit of a no for that top screen, I think. Yeah, let's just pop this back out. Yep, it is plugged in properly, so that one's no. Where's the next one? I can see that one's smashed. Okay, that one says top screen reconnect on it. Not holding out much hope for this. Okay. I mean, yeah, that's why, because it's ripped. So yeah, that's no good. Next. That's a nice black one this time. What's this one look like? That one goes pop, so that's no good either. Well, there's only one left with a screen in it. So if this one doesn't work, then it's camera changing time. So cross our fingers. Well, finger crossing didn't help. Oh well. Right. Back to that original LCD then. Well, we know the LCD and the 3D ribbon, etc. are okay. Ugh, that's annoying. Also, I don't know where it is now. There we go. There's the original one. So, pop all the buttons out. This is all the tedious, boring crap. You've seen me do this countless amounts of times, but obviously it needs to be done so that we can replace it. Put them out the way somewhere safe, as I always lose the bloody things. That can come off. I mean, there's no reason why that doesn't. I half expected there to be something covering those, but there's not. So get that down there. 3D slider can go up here. And then somehow I need to, where's the pointy tweezers? Get in there and get the barrel pushed down. I could snap it off, but it's mostly down now. Yep. Push down there. Lovely. Put that to one side. Now it's the camera that's being a pain. The rest all look okay. But because it's the camera, I'm going to take all of them out. Oops. Scissors anywhere? Yeah. That's the camera dealt with. Unclip that. And that. that out of the way. Now this, obviously this it's quite horrible. It's scratched and nasty, but the sticky stuff that holds it in place, I've got a replacement plastic lens to put on there. That's not a problem. This one. Try and coil these up carefully. That's that through there, so that can come off and be safe for a minute, because I want to peel that off. The white dot goes on the bottom left hand corner. Okay, let's go and get another one. Right, there's one of them. It is grey rather than just black, but yep, that fits nicely in there. So let's have a look. Can I make this sit on there? That sits there, and then I can push the screen on top of it once I've peeled the plastic off, of course. That's right, that's on the other side. Good. That's not really working. Like that. I need it to just sit on the desk flat. Yep, that's still on the other side. That's better. I'm going to need to peel this one back off of here and meticulously sit this down in one go. And hope that it sticks, which it has. Good. Right, okay. Now I want the new camera module to sit here somewhere, and that's going to wrap around that, and then this thing's going to come back on over the top of it. Play nicely, camera. So straighten out that for a minute. This is always a struggle. Careful with that, because I don't want to rip anything now I've got them in. Back to the mat. Let's go back to the mat. Let's go back to the mat. Let's go back to the mat. Here. Come on, you prat, get in there. There we go. So, right, now I need to get the new mid frame and transplant all the bits into that. New frame, and I'm just going to move this out of the way. and I'm going to put all the bits in and then we'll come back. Right, we'll see in a sec. Just applying the finishing touches here of putting all these stupid little bits in, and this one's decided it doesn't want to go in for some reason. And I can't just put... Whew. Well, that will just fall out, I'm quite sure of it. So that needs to go in. You're going in, mate. There you go. Don't argue. There you are. So I've not put the directional pads or anything in yet because I need to get this top screen threaded through. And if I do that with the buttons in, it just makes life a little bit more difficult. So hopefully should be able to close that. Give this a quick wipe down along there, and then that's not going to go that way, is it? It's it wants to go that way. Am I going to be able to get the lid on like that? This is the question of the ages. No, I'm not. It's going to need to come back out. Oh, this is terrible. Right. So that one goes in that way. This is going to go that way. So that needs to be ever so slight. Yeah, it needs. Let's poke out a bit. Turn it round. put it in this way. And yeah, then it slides in and does that properly. Good. So I can get this in, fit those back to where they belong, get the 3D slider in and get the lid on. It's not the cleanest of lids, but that's the one that comes with it. I'll give it a little polish up at a later date, but for now, let's just get it back together. So let's get some buttons in. B, Y, OB. If you're a Tory politician, bring your own booze. Love it. A, for are we having fun yet? X, for extra long videos with no editing. And that concludes today's episode of What is the Word This Idiot's Going On About. I need to get a analog stick for there. We're not going to get to that pink one in this video. That's going to be for 2 days' time, because this has already run on for ages. There it is. Right. LCD in there. Make sure it sits nicely. I'm going to put a screw in and I'm going to test it, because we've been here before, haven't we, where I get a little bit carried away and put things all the way back together, and then we realise I've cocked something up. So just connect the touch screen, and then let's see if it still works and if that camera's still okay. When it powers on, that's one good start, or the lights come on anyway. Can we have the rest of the icons, please? Thank you. Yep, excellent. rear camera's going, front camera's going, although it looks a little bit blurry. That's better, just a bit grubby. So yep, right, I'm going to put this back together and then we'll run through it. So I'll see you in a second when it's more together. We're mostly all together. I've decided to put a slightly better rear panel on this one, even though it's a PAL version. I will have to inform people that this is Japanese. But I mean, obviously, if you do this and turn it on, it comes up in Japanese, so it's hardly a surprise. But I suppose I could hack it to run Luma, couldn't I? And then change the region. What have we got in here? Let's see what we've got going on. But I haven't got a micro SD plugged in, so right. Give me a couple of minutes and I'll be back. Just make sure this still reads a cartridge. Not that bleeding one, although that is a bit wonky anyway. Yeah, see. Right. Let's turn it off for a minute. I'll be back. I've transferred some files onto a memory card. Let's put the card in. Put this in here. Stick that on there. And then I'm going to bugger off and find out what buttons I... Is it X and... Can't read the SD card. Right, that's made the home screen. Now let's try that again. I might have to hold start and select. Let me go and find out. It's start, select and X. So let's take this epoxy memory card out, make sure it's give that a bit more of a clean. That can bugger off. Get me a nice NTR boot card in. Turn the power off. Hold down all the buttons. And hope it works. Which it hasn't. Right, I'm going to keep doing this off camera until it actually starts. I've given up trying to do Luma with the actual memory card, so instead I am using Seed Miner to add a friend and get a movable SED to hack this up. And hopefully that's now creating. Wait for the brute force to complete. Feel free to leave the website running. Blah blah blah. May take up to an hour. So I'm gonna sod off from here again, and I'll come back once the movable SED is done. As I turned around to look, it was done. So I'm going to download my movable SED, and I'm going to save that to the memory card. Replace, yeah. No name. Has a movable SED on it. Now what do I do with it next? I need to download Pokemon Picross. So I'm going to eject the memory card. Plug it in. And we're going to go to the eShop. And I'm going to go and find Pokemon Picross and come back once that's downloaded. Right, and that's downloaded now, so let's unwrap it. So I've taken the movable SED and dropped it in the PicHacks creator, and let's launch Pokemon Picross. Hopefully that should boot into B9S installer. E. Yep. Left, down, right, up. A. And then I should be able to turn it off. Well, I'm going to remove the memory card and try and turn it off. Yep. And then I'm going to chuck onto this memory card the normal finalising hacking folder I've got. Right click, copy, no name, paste. I've put the proper files on there now, so I should be able to hold down start, power it on, straight into God mode, no, that, scripts, no, pay, no, it is scripts, G9 mega scripts, scripts from Cartridge guide, set up Luma to CTR NAND, yep, upright, A, lovely, back, home, reboot the system, and we should be able to, once it actually powers up, go and find the download play folder. Yeah. That's the one. Wait for it to load. left down and select. MISC options, switch homebrew to that. Operation successful, home, close, reopen it. We're in homebrew menu, lovely, open FBI and install some CIAs. So SD CIAs, install all CIAs, yep. And then in a second I should be able to get an English game to work on this Japanese 3DS XL. And then I'm going to the pub. Start to exit. Chuck Cubic Ninja in there, close. Oh look, Cubic Ninja, and loads of other stuff as well, but this is now officially hacked up and can play PAL games. Aren't we happy bunnies? Right, thanks for watching me dissect that and generally faff about. I'm going to deal with this one tomorrow. Thanks for watching, catch you later, bye.